Hi everyone, welcome to this new Gamersyde live. Tonight we are going to show you quite the cult game because it's, as you can see, Shadow of the Colossus, the PlayStation 4. It's not a remaster, it's a remake. So, as usual, it's Driftwood doing the playing and the talking. Even for today, the talking will be a bit more muted than usual. Hi Driftwood.
Hi, I don't know if it will be more muted, but it will sound different. Like I took my Vin Diesel voice.
Barry White.
Well, I wouldn't say Barry White, but yeah, maybe something like that. And Happy New Year, by the way. I mean, I know we said that, but I actually didn't say that. We wrote it, but here we are. It's almost the end of January, so it's high time we actually wish you a Happy New Year.
And did a new live, yeah.
And did a new live stream. Actually, we didn't have anything to show before that, like prior to this week. We could have shown a few things, like, but I guess, but you know, people didn't even care about my videos of iconoclasts. That's, I think, out today or tomorrow. Don't remember exactly. The indie game, really nice Metroidvania sort of game. And some people noticed on the French side, no one noticed on the English side, and it's a bit of a shame because that's actually it looks like it's a very, very solid game. So we're going to start a new game. This is the rolling demo.
Yeah, and needless to say, we are going to openly talk about the game and things that could happen, and we're not going to show. We are not going to talk about the ending, but well, it's. Well,
we're going to talk about what we're going to show, and remember that I have not completed the game myself.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah,
so
I could spoil you.
No, I don't want to be spoiled. I mean, I'm a spoiled person already somehow. So I don't want that to happen. So no. Actually, I got to play the PS2 version, I think, or maybe there was a demo.
Rem London is saying that he noticed. So
he noticed what?
Yeah, what you were talking about two minutes ago.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I thought no one cared. So yeah, I'm relieved. I mean, at least
Rem London said Iconoclast is on his wish list.
And I haven't played all the games, so might be wrong, but from the looks of it, it really looks like it's a solid game. I wish I could play it on my Nintendo Switch, because that's the kind of game you'd like to take with you on vacation. But Owlboy is coming on Switch, and I'm pretty looking forward to Owlboy. But back to Shadow of the Colossus. Like I said, I think I played the demo on PS2, or maybe I'd never bought the game because, well, I really loved Ico, or Ico, not Ico. I think it's how you call it also in English, as in French, and. The reason was probably that the technical issues, I was afraid I could not accept them somehow, and I know I was wrong. I was really wrong. Also, I was probably playing on 360 by then, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And
by the way, the stream looks awesome tonight.
Okay, this is by the way, this is resolution mode, so 30 frames per second. There's a performance mode running at 60 frames per second. Not sure if it's steady. I haven't had time to play a lot, but well. So back to Shadow of the Colossus. For me, I did play more of it on PS3 when they released the remaster, which was really nice because it became a lot more playable, obviously, and it still looked pretty good. Not on par with what could be done on PS3, but. And so I'm really happy that it's back again, and this time it looks incredible, and textures and
it's okay.
Oh no, come on, it looks really really great.
No, just kidding, of course. No, I was really impressed about when I saw it running in HDR.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in HDR at my place yet, but I'm looking forward to it too. I mean, provided I can see it.
Toes. How many toes you can see?
Well, I'm pretty sure people are going to have a problem with the character's face, because like in the original game, you couldn't really see his face.
He had no facial features, basically.
Yeah. So I don't have any problem with his face now, but there's a yeah, I can see that some people are going to complain about that.
People are going to complain about anything anyway, so...
Yeah, that's what they do today. So yeah, it's really a game I was actually... It's been a crazy week for me, a crazy few days. We only got Shadow of the Colossus yesterday, basically at early afternoon, but I had to go to work, so I couldn't take care of the videos before later in the evening, and that's why, you know, we were later than the other websites. It's the post, right? It's the post and me living in the countryside. And but I had been playing to another game that is also, you know, going to be released. But it's going to be released sooner. It's going to be released this week, and we can't talk about it yet. But you've played it too, if you did play the beta, and
you've got the right console.
well, yeah, sure. Although the game I'm talking about, I've been playing on Xbox One X.
Already, I didn't know you had that version.
Yeah, we actually we received 2 copies, like one for Guts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
PS4.
remember you telling me, but because the Xbox version has never been shot before.
Yeah, I know. So like tomorrow you'll see it.
Wow.
Monster Hunter World, by the way. But
yeah,
but back to...
I think people understood. Ananyway, back to this, because this is awesome.
Yeah, this is really nice.
And the stream, I repeat, is looking mighty nice tonight. 30 FPS really helps for the quality.
So you're not streaming at 60, right?
No, I'm streaming at 60, but
okay, right.
But since it's 30, and you know, when you're anchored, it basically looks what was in the frame before, and if nothing changed, it just does nothing. So even streaming a 30 FPS game at 60 FPS, basically the same thing as 30 FPS, except more CPU, of course.
Obviously.
But CPU is something we have now.
Well, so I hear, yes.
Yeah, I think the people who did the remake really nailed the art style. It's just Shadow of the Colossus, but just like the original team did everything for the PlayStation 4. It's really impressive stuff.
And what's also impressive, but maybe some people will not enjoy, is that it actually feels like playing the original game too.
Yeah, that's maybe not such a great thing, because especially the controls were very, very awkward.
Well, I haven't played enough to, and this is not a review anyway, but I haven't played enough of the remake to tell you if it's, you know, if it has the same issues. I've run into a few bugs. I mean, I haven't played much, but I've run into one bug that was a bit embarrassing and funny at the same time, but that was not game breaking. Sort of like you'd see in, you know, Assassin's Creed games in the past, not in the latest one. But then remember that it's an early copy. I didn't get any patch, any update, so which means I don't know if there's going to be a day one patch, but you know, usually there are patches, and the game is not to be released before February the 7th, so you know, we're pretty early on this one. But yeah, I from what I remember. And it's just my memories, and like I said, I've never completed the game, so I haven't played as much as some fans. But the horse aggro seems easier to control. Like, you know, it's not like, thankfully it's not
always easy. I think it's one thing they nailed absolutely.
Yeah, but it's still not like it didn't want to do what you wanted him to do. Right? That
you basically just pointed him in that direction and he did it.
I don't know, like sometimes like just slowing down, it didn't work as... That's just what I remember. Talking about it to Dafton. He also mentioned problem with the horse, but didn't exactly tell me what it was referring to, so I might just be wrong. Probably. I don't know if I can skip everything. I don't know if you want me to skip, because, you know, I haven't shown everything because we were asked to, well, actually streaming is okay when you talk, or just, you know, with voiceover. You can show about, you know, the first 8 Colossus, basically. But for some reason, you know, just raw gameplay, even edited, it's just 20 minutes total.
Yeah.
And again, I don't really get it. Even less so because it's a game that, you know, everybody knows. So it's not like you. I mean, if you'd like to see a walkthrough of the PS3 or maybe even the PS2 version, you could see everything. So well. But you know, fair enough. It's just we can stream and we're free to show you some stuff. I don't want to ruin the surprise for those like me who haven't actually played the original game or the remake, but yeah, at least we can show you around a bit and the few the first few fights. So modern controls, you can choose to go back to the old controls if you like. That's something you should know. There's modern remapped, and classic. So which means if you want to jump with a triangle button like in the original one, you can. But I guess they had the you know, like today's players in mind, which maybe is a good thing, because I don't think they would have maybe accepted to get used to it. Although in the Last Guardian it was also triangle to jump, so you know, I mean, you have the choice, so it's good.
Yeah.
So before we go see the first Colossus, just take a look at the view.
Yeah, it's a very good looking game.
And something that I actually was pretty impressed with yesterday when I saw that. And I also, again, I'm gonna say that a lot, I guess, but this is how a horse should look like and should feel like in a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you know, as much as I like Assassin's Creed Origin, people at Ubisoft, please, this is a horse, okay? And the like the weight you feel when you ride the horse, the fact that it's a living being, like it's, you know, it's not a machine. It's not going to do everything in a just a snap of a finger. You know, you need a bit of time, and you know, you can feel the weight of the animal. And I think that Red Dead Redemption did a pretty good job too, but I would say, to me, Shadow of the Colossus still actually offers the best horse.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Medium.
I think so. Neither Zelda nor The Witcher did it better.
Witcher was quite bad actually, but you know, everything that's animation and movement in The Witcher 3, I don't think is very good. It was not incredibly good when it was released, so now it looks even more dated. And don't get me wrong, The Witcher 3 is a great game and it looks awesome and everything. But and Zelda, I think Zelda did quite a good job, you know, compared to Ubisoft.
Yeah, of course, but it's not aggro.
No, it's not aggro.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely. So just wanted to show you this. I know I showed it in video, but when I saw that, I was like, look at this.
Got the comment saying that Skyrim best horse.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, it could scale mountains. Aggro can't, so...
Look at this. Look at this.
It wins. Yeah, no, it's... They're Blue Point. It's Blue Point, right?
Yeah, that's Blue Point.
Yeah, Blue Point is already...
And you know what? I'm pretty sure...
Did themselves.
I'm pretty sure there's Nadine and Chloe somewhere down there.
Funny you said that because someone is asking how our horses in Uncharted.
Horses in Uncharted. Are there horses in Uncharted 4? I can't remember. There were horses in Uncharted 3, but you know there were.
I don't remember honestly.
In 3 there were horses. You know, like as a tongue-in-cheek reference to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So it was okay, but it was okay because it was more or less you were on rail. So, but I don't remember that much. But it was just one level.
There were any in Uncharted 4.
Not that I remember.
There was a horse puzzle according to Google, but not horses themselves.
It doesn't count.
Nope.
So also, you know, the rocks, the cliffs, it's such an incredible work. I mean, visually, I could spend just hours just riding aggro and just looking at things. I could potentially need 30 hours.
A 2 hours environment video.
It's not that easy because the camera is it's not.
It won't do a full turn like you would do normally.
You know, it's okay. You can manage. It's possible, but it's not as easy as in some other games.
It's not centered around your character, so it's already a bit awkward.
No, but there's a cinematic feel to that camera.
It's not 24 FPS. It's not cinematic.
Oh, you're right. So it's video game-ish.
So go and show us the first Colossus, maybe.
Yeah, sure. That's where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, use your sword.
Oh, yes, right. It's just going there by
you
instinct.
You could have shown it already.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to show it in a few moments anyway. So yeah. So there's the sword.
You're cheating.
Yeah.
You're not doing it like you wouldn't know where you have to go.
Well, it's just in front of the big thing, sort of fortress there. So for me, it was pretty. It made sense to just go straight forward, and to check this place before anything else. So something that is so missed in today's games and in most games in general, maybe even in the past, but you need to grab onto things, and in reality, if you
just jump against it and
and then it magically happens. No. So it's something that you're gonna have to get used to if you have never played the game and you've never played other games in the past. But yeah.
Someone is asking, I already know the answer to that one. Did you have a chance to try it on the standard PlayStation 4?
No, I haven't. But I'm a nice person, so I lent my base PS4 to a friend who's actually not playing it because he's got himself a Switch, so that's the time he spends on games. It's on Nintendo Switch in his bed. So I'm probably going to give him a call and try to get my PS4 back, so that I can try to record some gameplay footage, and you can be reassured or not when it comes to frame rate. There aren't going to be.
Or you could wait. Maybe till tomorrow or something like that for digital foundry stuff. But
sure,
yeah,
but
we're still going to do it because
I like to indulge people.
We're crazy like that.
Yeah. So you can switch weapons. There's a bow and a sword. Let's just imagine that you don't know anything about the game. And the
use the sword and show us the. You have to strike him.
Well, it's not going to show much. Yeah, there's more or less.
No, it shows more or less where you have to go on the Colossus.
And by the way, that's one thing that when you use the bow, because sometimes you need to use the bow before you can climb onto the Colossus, is don't forget to equip your sword after that, because the spots that you need to aim for are going to glow if you have the sword in your hand, but not if it's not equipped.
Yeah.
So you charge, and you attack. And then you can climb on his butt, because why not?
On his furry butt.
Yeah, if you like hair, you're gonna be happy with this game.
Yeah, that was crazy on PlayStation 2 doing this, and so many other things. Which of course the PlayStation 2 didn't really enjoy doing, because at times the game ran at like 10 FPS, but A for effort at least.
Yeah, so there's a stamina bar, or meter, call it whatever you want, that circle, the yellow circle on the bottom right corner, and that's very important because of course when you have no stamina left, you cannot hold
on anymore.
Yeah, you cannot hold on anymore, and you fall. So this is a very easy one. The first two are really quick. The others I can't remember, those I played.
And the music.
And the music.
Going to put more volume.
Sliders. Parallel universe.
Yeah.
For those who were into like TV shows in the early 2000s or late 90s maybe. No.
First season of Sliders was already good.
Yeah, I like Sliders too. You know, up until maybe
when the cast changed, it just it died.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it was filmed in Vancouver, wasn't it?
Like so many others.
Yeah. I really love this place, so, you know.
Still dead.
That wouldn't be a very exciting game if she'd woken up so soon. Yeah, like a new concept of games, like, you know, 15-minute games.
Oh, I'm sure someone already did that. Well, it's single player Call of Duty, maybe? No?
No, actually I enjoyed the single player campaign of Call of Duty World War II or whatever it's, you know, called, the last one.
Yeah.
It's stupid, really. It's like Uncharted in first person, but
with really great facial animation, and
I'm actually happy I played it on Xbox One X before they ruined it. I don't know if they fixed it, but I played it when the cutscenes were ran at 60 FPS in, you know, not in 4K, and didn't have tearing. And then they patched it, added tearing to the cutscenes, but they were in 4K, so it made it okay, I guess, for some people. And I don't know if they fixed it after that, but that was a terrible move. And you really get to have the same sort of, you know, lighting than in the original game.
Yeah, well, the original game used very advanced lighting for the PlayStation 2. It used, well, of course, faked, but still HDR and things like that. So I think in that terms, it was easier to get it to look very much like the original on PlayStation 4, because it already used very modern rendering features, which is crazy for PlayStation 2, because PlayStation 2 had no way to do that. No shaders, no nothing. Everything had to be done by hand, and it's doing so many modern stuff on PlayStation 2 back then. They really had some wizard.
So, do you want me to switch to 60 FPS or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Can't remember how you call the aggro. There must be a. Okay, he's coming anyway. Good boy. So, oh. Okay, find the button.
Yeah.
Okay, so settings.
One thing I could have done better, I think, is the ground texture. It's not.
Sometimes, yeah, it could be great. Yeah, from what I've seen. So display, and you can actually turn off motion blur also. There are filters too. I don't want to mess with that, but yeah, there are different filters, and you can actually change their intensity. So if you I can actually show you what they look like, which I think it's a good thing. But I think the best thing would be to play with
the original vision.
This Silent Hill sort of vibe. And there's night. You can play at night if you want, and none. I think is my favorite one. And so motion blur can be turned off. I haven't tried that. And performance mode prefers optimal frame rate, and it actually looks very smooth right now. Again, I don't know what could happen when things go a little crazy.
I'd be very surprised if it really stuck to 60 FPS, but it would be nice, I guess.
And to me, it still looks really good. Even if the resolution is lower to 1080p. It's unless maybe the TV does its job and upscale everything. I don't know, but I could play like this. It's like you have two modes and you like to play the game 2 times to make sure you can enjoy it in the 2 modes, which is really great. So unless I really see some slowdowns at some point in playing at 60, which is something I don't really enjoy, I'd rather have like a locked 30 FPS. Because it's not a game that is going to benefit from, like gameplay is not going to be better at 60, I think. Although, again, I might be wrong. No one's ever played. Maybe on PC, like with an emulator, it was possible to play at 60, I don't know. I'm not supposed to go this way, but I'd just like to show you the forest. I showed it to you quickly in the video, but honestly, when we saw it with Blim in Paris, it was like 2 months ago.
It was really impressive. Actually, we had a short video showing that, and
off screen.
Off screen, and it's just very, very, very beautiful lighting.
Yeah, and back then I remember we said like, oh, it's just almost as impressive as the forest in Battlefront 2. And well, after having played Battlefront 2, and oh my, I did play it to completion. Even the free DLC that completed the story, which wasn't good. The story was better than the gameplay, at least. But honestly, even though sure it does look good, the pop-up issues in Battlefront 2 makes it really, really difficult to enjoy everything to the fullest. When here, I think it actually, in a way, to me, it looks better than what I've seen of Battlefront 2. It looks more realistic in a way. And
also stylized. It's the best of both worlds, I would say, in terms of rendering. It's natural, but it's not real. You can tell it's not real, but yeah, it's just beautiful stuff, really.
Yeah, and with HDR on the TV back, at the time at the Sony event, it really looked nice.
It sure did.
Oh, it doesn't want to move fast because I'm off-road.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so back to...
By the way, the stream looks still really good at 60 FPS. I don't think we've got any smooth, any... Okay, I forgot the word, but yeah, it's very... I think it's very close to perfect 60 FPS.
Okay, let's just go take a look at this.
One thing people who never played Shadow of the Colossus before are not going to understand is that there is nothing to do in the open world.
Yeah,
that's something that's there's a few lizards, but even then it's really nothing, and it's really jarring compared to modern open worlds where you can explore and find things. There is nothing to find if you explore in Shadow of the Colossus, and for modern gamers, I think they are going to find it very, very odd.
Well, the one thing they are going to find is they're going to find very nice, you know, landscapes and places.
Yeah, sure, but
yeah, no shrines or anything.
In the loot box generation, will it be enough for?
I don't know. See, you know, we've talked about Zelda, and we know that you're you have a few things to blame people for, not even the game.
Blame.
Yeah. But I know there are shrines to find in Zelda, but other than that, the
shrines is a big thing to
do in Zelda, of course, obviously, really. But I still had a lot of, you know, I had a great time just walking around, running around, or, you know, riding my horse just to look at the views. And I know that there are probably very few people like me, especially in the young generation. But for those who like those things, I don't think the empty open world is going to be a problem. But now then, if you think you're gonna find many activities, many like side quests and things, or puzzles, optional puzzles, or even, you know, compulsory ones, you're not going to be happy, obviously. But you know, there's the indie scene, and some independent games have focused on the you know, those you call walking simulators, where you basically just enjoy the experience. And there's this in
yeah, but if you know nothing about Shadow of the Colossus, it's an open world.
Yeah,
and
sure.
So if you expect a modern open world, you are not going to find it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, people should be aware, obviously. But the thing is, to me, the pitch itself, the story itself, makes it that it's a barren world where there's nothing, there's no one, which makes it mysterious, because you're trying to figure out what's going on. And it's also, well, you know, part of the excuse they had to maybe at the time offer this open world without life other than a few animals. And well, look at this again. And also this silence, you know, the fact that, and some people might have a problem with that also, because usually people like to have music all the time.
I don't think people mind as long as when the music comes, the music is good. And here, the music is amazing. That's another issue I didn't discuss the other day with Zelda, is that I thought the one fight music I don't like it at all. And it's the one you get like every time you fight something, and I really didn't like it. Anyway, Shadow of the Colossus, it's an awesome game.
I know, with some issues when talking about the original, and controls and camera, and obviously performance. So we'll be able to tell you in about a week, in exactly a week to be precise, if those problems are still an issue, or if they're completely gone, or if some of them are left as a tribute, or as a way to make sure that the experience remained faithful to the original. But so far it's quite the experience to see the game as probably we all saw the game in our minds when it was originally released. but it didn't look like that. And
no, it certainly didn't.
and it feels like, you know, like Shadow of the Colossus. It's just, you know, what they did. Yeah, it's very faithful to, like you said, the art style. They nailed it, and I mean, these guys they're really good.
Yeah, Bluepoint is great developer. I'd love to see these guys do something original. It would be interesting.
Well, yeah, provided they have the, you know, creative minds to do something awesome, and they.
Oh yeah, sure.
But yeah, that would be interesting. I'm a little scared because that's where I had that bug I was talking about before. So it might happen or might not. Just wanted to show you the sea. It's probably not an ocean, or maybe it's an ocean. Not really.
Well, there's waves, so it's usually a sign of either a sea or a very, very big lake.
No, I don't think it's a lake. But I don't know. And just the sound of the waves, and so there's a minor pop-in that you might actually see or not on the stream, but doesn't deter you from the you know, the pleasure of the experience.
Yeah, especially compared to the pop-in on PlayStation 2, of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you the sword. Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the way. What a coincidence. I was just riding my horse. And just let me get prepared. I don't know why I'm
and obviously it's not a GPS, it's pointing straight to the Colossus. So if there is something in the way, it's not going to tell you.
Yeah, sure. That, you know, is easy now because I'm in front of the gate, but
yeah.
So quite the entrance.
You've got, yeah, for sure. You've got 5 minutes.
Which should be enough to kill the guy if everything goes as it did yesterday.
According to plan, yeah. Music. I'm going to put the sound a bit.
Yeah, sure.
So I really enjoy this music.
Not sure I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Ah, no. Come on.
Wow. Yeah. That's close.
No. No! It's not the time to do that. Come on. Give me a break. Okay.
No, your stamina goes up really quickly, so... Safe.
Oh, so the sword, like I said, if you don't have the sword, you're not gonna see that.
Yeah,
glowing things here.
I remember we spent quite a lot of time at the showcase in Paris, or maybe I was alone, I don't know. And,
No, I was there, and I just I had completely forgotten that I hadn't equipped my my sword. Oh.
So yeah, so we were on the flying Colossus, and where is
Yeah.
where is it?
Where is it? I can't see anything. And oh yeah, right. Of course, without the sword, it's much harder.
Something. Yeah.
I might wanna wait a little bit, maybe. Oops. Come on. I don't want to be, you know, like, I'm playing it safe. Oh no. Come on. Okay, so now it's gone, so which means I need to find the other sensitive spot. Where could it be, really? You know, remember it's the second Colossus, so it's not supposed to be difficult. But I might fail anyway. I always actually fell to my, well, not to my death, but in the video, like I managed to cling onto the two of the ledges.
Might be right on time.
And there you go. And for the record, I have not felt any drops. You know, maybe there were, and I didn't notice, but I didn't feel any drops.
So yeah, I guess we are going to stop here. It's a good place to stop here, I would say.
Yeah, sure. We're allowed to show more, but like I said, I don't think that would be a good thing to. Even if you know the game already, if you intend to buy it, I mean, just find out yourself how great it looks. You don't want to, you know, watch streams to know that.
Absolutely. So next live Friday?
Actually, Friday's live will probably be only in French.
Okay.
Because of Guts.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay.
But yeah, don't worry, we'll be back, and well, hopefully we can try once a week, and
yeah, it would be nice.
It would be nice, yes, and you know, the beginning of the new year seems to be quite promising in terms of games, so you know, there's going to be a God of War in April now, and and in March should be also interesting. February there are a few things, but I actually don't remember. There's Kingdom Come. I'm curious to know to see more about this game. You know, the horses are probably just as bad as in Skyrim, but the rest seems pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we will see you guys very quickly, probably next week.
Yeah.
And have a nice time with the two upcoming games in the next few days, I guess.
Yeah, two very good games. I hear. I mean, from the beta of Monster Hunter World, seems like a solid game for those who like the franchise, and Dragon Ball FighterZ is getting very good ratings. The ratings are good, I think.
Yep, absolutely. All right.
See you guys.